Hey y'all, it's Emily and welcome back to Bama Based, where I find peace in my garden and joy in my kitchen. So we're in my kitchen again today, and I want to make my mom's um, what we call Kissy Cookies. So it's pretty much just a peanut butter cookie that we put a Hershey Kiss in. Um, if you look on the internet, they go by different names, but here with my family, we call it our Kissy Cookies. And at all of our family get togethers, this is one of the desserts that I always look forward to enjoying. Um, there's several recipes that my mom is known for, I guess, but this is one of them. Like, if I scour my memories and just think about all the fun times growing up, I always remember my mom's chocolate fudge, delicious, her peanut butter cookies, her kissy cookies, and lemon pound cake. But I would say those are her like top desserts. And if I smell it, it just brings back so many memories. But I'm going to make her famous to me kissy cookies today. So I hope y'all tag along. So I've started by preheating my oven to 375 degrees. And I want to begin by measuring out 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And also 1/2 cup of white sugar. All right, now I'm going to measure out 1/2 cup of creamy peanut butter. In my family, we like to use the Jif brand. Looks good to me. And then in another bowl for our dry ingredients, I want to measure out, sorry y'all. I want to measure out 1 3/4 cups of flour. I'm going to use all-purpose flour today. So next to my dry ingredient bowl, I want to add 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And then 1/2 teaspoon salt. Okay. Let's set that aside. Give that a little mix. All right, so back to my wet ingredients. I need to add 2 teaspoons of milk. Let me get that out of the fridge. So I'm out of milk, but I do have half and half. And now I need to add 1/2 cup of butter, which is just the equivalent to 1 stick. Ooh, made a little mess, as usual. So I'm also going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. But with my vanilla, I never measure. I love using vanilla. All right, so I'm going to use my Ninja hand mixer today instead of pulling out my stand mixer, the KitchenAid over there. I just don't want to use it today. And so when I don't want to make a huge mess and dirty up a whole bunch of dishes, I like to pull out the Ninja hand mixer. Y'all, this thing is awesome. All right, so it's all creamed together, and that's what it looks like. So now I want to blend up 1 egg. All right, so that is all creamed together. And now all I'm gonna do is just add our dry ingredients into the wet batter. So in just a matter of just a few minutes, this batter came together and it smells great. So I'm just gonna clean up my mess real quick and then get these cookies on a pan. So according to my wonderful mama, she says to just take your cookie scoop and do a full scoop at level on the bottom, and then just pop it on your pan. And then she also told me to space it about 2 inches apart. And this recipe is so easy because the dough doesn't even need to be chilled. Alrighty, y'all, so that's 1 pan already scooped out. I'm going to put this in my oven for roughly 10 to 12 minutes. Now, my mom did say in her gas oven, it takes roughly 8 to 9 for her. It might take longer for mine because my oven is on its last leg. So 375 degrees, and I'm going to start out at 10 minutes. And so in the meantime, I'm just going to scoop out another pan and get it ready. So now I'm curious, when the holidays come around or your family gets together, what are y'all's like core desserts that you just look forward to having at those events? Christmas is going to be right around the corner. It's actually just in a few days. And we are actually going to be spending Christmas with my side of the family after Christmas, if that makes sense. we'll actually go into my family's house in Atlanta after Christmas in January, so mid-January. So all the Christmas goodies I get to have even longer. But I'm definitely looking forward to my mom's chocolate fudge, her Kissy Cookies, because I definitely can't make enough, and her lemon pound cake is just delicious. And then we talked about what we want to have for dinner that day, and I have requested what we call a 7-layer salad, and it has lettuce, bacon, egg, peas, and y'all, it's delicious. I'll have to get my mom to show y'all how to make it. It's wonderful. So not only do I think we're going to have that 7-layer salad, but she talked about having ham and some sort of potato. So I'm already hungry and ready for that dinner. So now I have my second pan already scooped out. The first pan's not done, but I don't want to waste any time. So I'm going to get the Kissies unpeeled and ready to put in the cookies as soon as I take them out of the oven. I don't know if you can hear it outside, but it is like a monsoon. It is pouring so hard outside. It's crazy how hard it's raining. Glad to be indoors. Alrighty. So I'm just gonna peel the little Hershey Kisses and get them ready to put in my cookies. But first, I get a little treat. I bought a pretty big bag at Sam's, so I figured what cookies, what kisses don't go in cookies, I can always put in my grandbaby stocking. Because y'all, I have 8 grandbabies. Now, granted, 3 don't have teeth yet, so the others will enjoy the yummy chocolate. And I am very much looking forward to Christmas with all of our grandbabies and our children. I love having a big family. And just seeing all their happy little faces as they open up their gifts just brings me a whole bunch of joy. I think gift giving is one of my love languages. It's how I show others that I love them. And of course, baking. All my kiddos love to come over, especially Jackson. He always wants to help me in the kitchen. And he'll come over and say, Mimi, can we make dino cookies? These look beautiful. So I'm going to swap out my pans. And I had these in the oven for 14 minutes just because my oven is going out. But I would suggest start out between 10 to 12. And here's the fun part. Now we get to put the Kissies into our cookies. And just smush them down. So again, this is Emily from Bama Based, where I find peace in my garden and joy in my kitchen. I really hope that y'all give my wonderful mom's Kissy Cookie recipe a try. And I wish y'all a very Merry Christmas and enjoy these cookies with your family. They're wonderful. And every time I smell it and see it, it just brings back so many years of great memories. So thanks, Mom, for the recipe. And I'll share it in the description. But yeah, thanks, Mom. They're wonderful. But y'all, this is Emily from Bama Based, where I find peace in my garden and joy in my kitchen. Merry Christmas, y'all. Until next time. Bye.